Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
On an autumn day in days of yore, we drive on down to the Jersey shore on a country road that wound around Jersey pines and Chatsworth town. Chatsworth town, stay a while, stroll around, stay too long, you'll settle down. Spend your days in Chatsworth town. Stop at Busby General Store, a lady meets you at the door, like no place you've been before, books and tiny craft galore. Chatsworth town, stay a while, stroll around, stay too long, you'll settle down. Stay long in Chatsworth town. A Cheshire cat, Pumpkin by name, rules the house as his domain, keeps the mice and bats at bay, wakes the lady at the break of day. Chatsworth town, stay a while, stroll around, stay too long, you'll settle down. Spend your days in Chatsworth town. Before you leave, be sure to see the Outback House beneath the tree with a half-moon carved right in the door, the way it was in days of yore. Chatsworth town, stay a while, stroll around, stay too long, you'll settle down. Spend your days in Chatsworth town. Stay too long, you'll settle down. And spend your days in Chatsworth town. All right.
Oh,
Much obliged. Thank you all. Thank you all.
the show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and we're here with
Happy
Jim
to meet
Murphy
you, Ralph. Yes,
and the Pine Barrens.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you introduce me to the Pine Barrens?
Oh, this fellow right here on a fine little fiddle is Mr. Joe Feely, Bricktown, New Jersey.
Nice to meet you.
Over here on the big upright bass is Mr. Jeff Propert from Toms River. And on the 5-string banjo, we have Mr. Tom Stevenson from Toms River also.
Tom.
Yes.
That was a fine tune. I don't think I've ever been to that town.
Chatsworth Town is remarkable. All it is a crossroad right down in the heart of the pines, and for many, many years it's been recognized as the unofficial capital of the Jersey Pines. The Jersey Pine Barrens, the B-A-R-R-E-N-S, not to be confused with the Barrens, B-A-R-O-N-S. That's us. But right in the middle of this little crossroads is a general store, and the name of it is Busby's General Store. And this is maybe one day about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I rode down there in my car to meet the lady who was the proprietress of Busby's General Store. It was built in 1858, but she wasn't that old. She had just restored it, you know, to the original, the shape that it was in. And I spent a wonderful half hour in there, met her cat, Pumpkin, and they had the nice outhouse in the back of the yard there, right out behind the store. And just a great, and by the time I drove all the way back to Bricktown, I had that song written, Chatsworth
right.
Town. Yeah,
Nice
we sing it every time we can and tell everybody about Marilyn Schmidt and the Busby's General Store down in Chatsworth.
Great.
Yep.
What else would you like to sing for us?
Well, we'd like to sing about another lady here who's very prominent in American history back in Revolutionary time. Her name is Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay. She's quite a young lady, and as you search your mind there to find out who I'm talking about, Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay, we'll start to sing it, and by the end of the song, you'll know who she is. Run, Molly, run to the well and fetch the water. Run, Molly, run, men parched and dry. Run, Molly, run, you are freedom's daughter. To beat back the Union Jack and raise our flag on high. Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay, born in Trenton town, joined the Freedom Army to fight against the crown. Right beside her husband in the field artillery, on the rolling hills of Monmouth County, New Jersey. Run, Molly, run to the well and fetch the water. Run, Molly, run, men are parched and dry. Run, Molly, run, you are freedom's daughter. Beat back the Union Jack and raise our flag on high. Hot as Hades, filled with shot and shell. Molly ran the water bucket from a nearby well. When her husband wounded fell, she didn't hesitate. She picked up the ramrod and kept her piece in place. Run, Molly, run to the well and fetch the water. Run, Molly, run, men are parched and dry. Run, Molly, run, you are freedom's daughter. We'll beat back the Union Jack and raise our flag on high. Well, the news went out among the men what Molly Hayes had done. News of her bravery reached General Washington. He summoned her to headquarters and proudly shook her hand. Sergeant Molly Pitcher's name echoed across the land. Run, Molly, run to the well and fetch the water. Run, Molly, run, and parched and dry. Run, Molly, run, you are freedom's daughter. Beat back the Union Jack and raise our flag on high. Run, Molly, run to the well and fetch the water. Run, Molly, run, men are parched and dry. Run, Molly, run, you are freedom's daughter. We'll beat back the Union Jack and raise our flag on high. Right. Run, Molly, run.
All right, you guys
We know
sound
now
great.
who Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay is. Everybody's aware now. Molly Pitcher.
Molly Pitcher.
Molly Pitcher, yeah. You know, in the Revolutionary War, you know, the artillery pieces, if you fired 4 or 5 shells out of them, the barrel would just go like that. It would melt, you know, from the bog iron or whatever they made, you know, the artillery pieces out of. So every one of the, armies had to have these Molly Pitchers, the women who carried the water to cool the barrels of the guns. Molly Pitcher was like a generic name for these women who used to, you know, follow the troops wherever they're going to fight. And they'd be right near somewhere where they could get water and get the bucket and pour the water on top. Of course, Molly Pitcher was right up here in Monmouth County, or down there in Monmouth County, I guess it is from here. And, you know, she's famous for, as legend would have it, when her husband fell over wounded, she picked up the ramrod that he held for the artillery piece, and she kept it going, so they could continue to fire their artillery piece. That's our song in our Go New Jersey album.
Very good. Well, you have recently been honored as the first artist from New Jersey to be inducted into the America's Country Music, Old-Time Country Music Hall of Fame.
Yes, Ralph, that's quite an honor, I'll tell you the truth.
And we've got the plaque right here to show it, which I think Frank is getting a shot of.
I never had any idea or notion or inkling whatsoever. It just fell out of nowhere. the next thing you know, in August, I was out in Missouri Valley, Iowa. And they had Charlie McCoy was out there and a couple other names from Nashville, myself, and others like yourself who do this kind of thing to perpetuate traditional country music. So I've been at it 45 years, so they heard about me out there somehow or other, and sure enough, we went out there. I came back with that nice plaque, and as I say, I'm still not over it. I'm still up there in cloud 9 or 10 or somewhere up there.
All right.
Someday, maybe by Christmas, I'll pinch myself and say, yeah, it really did happen. Would you like to hear another song?
I sure would.
All right, we have one here right here. We're kind of touting for the, if they ever get to a point where they might think about a state song for the Garden State, New Jersey. I figured Kentucky and Tennessee and Virginia all have, and Pennsylvania too, beautiful waltzes. So I went ahead and wrote the Garden State Waltz, and we're going to give you a little sample of it now. If you'd like it up, anybody, and waltz around the studio here, jump right up and do it. Okay, Joe.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Come and join me in New Jersey, the Garden State so grand. We'll raise a toast to the Jersey coast, the showplace of the land. Won't you join me in New Jersey? Waltz the night away, where the shore is kissed by a saltwater mist in the state of New Jersey. It's a joy to live in Jersey, the land of work and play. From Sandy Shore to the Delaware, from High Points to Cape May. If I had to choose just one state among the brave and free, well, I'd choose my own, the one I call home, the state of New Jersey. Toast to the Jersey coast, the showplace of the land. Won't you join me in New Jersey? Waltz the night away, where the shore is kissed by a saltwater mist in the state of New Jersey. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lovely, simply lovely.
Well, thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. You know, we do enjoy singing that down at Albert Music Hall down at Waretown. I don't know, folks who on your network are familiar with Albert Music Hall, Waretown, New Jersey. It's really the home of traditional American music in New Jersey. Bluegrass. Any Saturday night you get down there, there's bluegrass music. And there's blues, and there's bluegrass, and there's old-time country, and just a whole, you know, panorama of this great music that we all love, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Really enjoy doing, and it's just a great place. There's a porch out there, and people are out on the porch picking away, picking parlor, and they're out there picking in this picking parlor place, and a lot of people indoors listening to the acts up on the stage. Really, really a lot of fun. They always love those New Jersey songs down there.
I don't suppose they have a website that you would happen to know the name of.
Oh, I wouldn't, but all you have to do, well, anyone would have to do is just dial up Albert Music Hall. Yeah. That's how they get it.
Waretown, New Jersey.
Yeah, Waretown, New Jersey. Yeah, you wouldn't go wrong with that place. We get people out of, even from Pennsylvania come over, Cherry Hill, North Jersey. It's going quite a bit. It started out as actually a cabin, a hunting cabin, and two brothers named Joe and George Albert. And they had this hunting cabin in way back in the pines there off of the road that runs through Waretown. And no electricity, nothing like that, everything on propane gas. And they used to have Saturday night sing-alongs right out in this little cabin. Yeah, I used to go out there. I went out there several times, picked with them back in the, this goes way back in the mid-60s, I guess. And it went from the cabin, it went to the back of an auction hall down on Route 9, and then finally they decided they'd build a whole hall right on school property, which was given to them on a 99-year, $1 rental lease.
That was nice.
And then they built this big hall there. It was really, really beautiful place. And that's how it all began. Two brothers, George and Joe Albert, from around Sayreville. Joe, were they? Do you know? Originally from around Sayreville way. Yeah. They used to just get down there on weekends to hunt deer. You could shoot blind and you hit a deer back then. They were all over the place. You come out of the cabin, and really at night, the moon would be shining. It might be 12:30, 1 o'clock. That'd be over 200. Oh wow, all over the place.
And
Just
fed too,
oh yeah, they were no more afraid of us than than the squirrels. You know, it was really great place.
Saturday night since 1974, every Saturday night.
Yeah,
Still going.
that's it. Joe, you played down there quite a bit. I think I think you played about 2 or 3 different bands, huh?
Pretty much,
Or
yeah.
more so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a great place to go and hear different musicians. And, you know.
Jeff, I know you played bass down there a lot.
yeah,
You got several bands there. Yes,
Ever
sir.
since I was 18, and
18.
place is a good place where to meet other musicians, because if it weren't for that place, I probably wouldn't have met all you folks.
That's very true. Very true. Tom picked up his banjo, went down there, boy, and been playing ever since. Yeah. Well, we got another song there somewhere, I'm sure. How about we do a little bit? That's a good one. We just did the waltz. Why don't we do a polka? And I'll dedicate this to my former bass player. He was of Polish extraction, and first time I wrote the first song, one of the first songs I wrote was called "The Country Twist." Really, a country twist, imagine or not. Anyway, I recorded that day. It's the first record I ever made. That and the Mother Church of Country Music on the other side. But after we did that, the Country Twist, he says, Jim, he says, why don't you write a polka? So I did, and here it is. There's a dance night in Chatsworth town, gonna put the hammer down. No time now to hang around, they're gonna play the polka. Sue's right by my side, through the piney woods we ride. 3 more weeks, she'll be my bride, then we'll dance the polka. Left, right, left, both feet down, swing your lady off the ground. Polka step around town, dance the fine darn polka. Left, right, left, stamp your feet, do it to the polka beat. Jersey devils in retreat, now dance the fine darn polka. The band a while, play the old strong country style. Fine darns make you smile when they play the polka. Jeannie, Jeannie, I love you, I can't wait to say I do. Settle down in Crowley town, let's get out and polka. Left, right, left, both feet down, swing your lady off the ground. Polka step around town, dance fine darn polka. Left, right, left, stamp your feet, do it to the polka beat. Jersey devils in retreat, now dance the fine darn polka. Both feet down, swing your lady off the ground. Polka step around town, dance the fine darn polka. Left, right, left, stamp your feet. a beat. Jersey Devils in retreat, now dance the Pine Barren Polka. Oh, that's the Pine Barren Polka. Woo-wee.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
That was
Excellent.
for Rich Janis. 35 years he was my bass player. 35 years. Started the band in 1969, and he was the second bass player in the band. And he lasted all the way up to what, about 1990? Yeah. Yeah, right around 2000, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Well, we should let folks know how they can get in touch with you and find out more information about where you'll be playing and your
Well,
recordings.
We're located down in Ocean County, New Jersey, and I think they have a website and a email address right there, telephone number, and all anybody has to do is just call us up or email me right at that address there.
Jim@verizon.net.
Jim Murph.
Or
Yeah.
you can go to jimmurphy.com, I think.
The other one is that's a I don't really know what that whole thing is. The .com thing is. That one right there is Jimmer PB instead of PH. It's PB for Pine Barren. A lot of people think it's MURPH for Murph, but it's not. It's Jimmer PB for the Pine Barrens. So anybody who wants to get in touch with us, we'd be happy to come up and pick and sing for them. Right?
All right.
Yeah. How are we doing on time?
We got time for about 2 more numbers.
2 more. Okay. How about we do Big J? Nice story about Big J. Big J is, of course, the USS Battleship New Jersey. One of the, I think there were 4 of the Iowa-class battleships that were built during the Second World War. And about 1999, the state of New Jersey was given ownership or control of the battleship, and it was towed all the way back from the state of Washington through the Panama Canal and right back up into the Philadelphia Naval Yard where it was built. And today it sits over on the Delaware Bay and on the Camden side. In 1999, I guess it was, Governor Christie Whitman at the time took an entourage down to witness the ship coming through the canal, and I wound up writing this song, you know, as a welcoming song for the ship to come home to New Jersey. And she had gotten wind of it, so she invited me to go along with the entourage down in Panama.
Was that nice?
Oh, it was very nice. So I had to stand there. I stood there right by the Miraflores locks. It's the first lock you hit coming from the Pacific, heading toward the Atlantic. And they had the ship way up there in this huge amount of water. It's incredible. And I sang this song for the ship. Welcome home, Big J. Okay. Oh, yes, that's the other one. Welcome home, welcome home. Big J is here to stay, welcome home. After 50 years at sea, fighting every form of tyranny, she stood for liberty, welcome home. The battleship New Jersey, Big J to all her friends, went to sea in 43, our nation to defend. Against the brutal enemy, she loaded up her guns, blazed away until the day victory was won. Welcome home, welcome home. Big J is here to stay, welcome home. After 50 years at sea, fighting every form of tyranny, she stood for liberty, welcome home. Korea and Vietnam, she served her country well. A crisis in Lebanon, what story she could tell. She's the most decorated vessel in the fleet. Never struck her color, she never knew defeat. Welcome home, home. Big J is here to stay, welcome home. After 50 years at sea, fighting every form of tyranny, she stood for liberty, welcome home. No more to roam. Big J is here to stay, welcome home. After 50 years at sea, fighting every form of tyranny, she stood for liberty, welcome home. Oh, Big J. The Big J.
Well, it's been a real pleasure.
Here's an interesting a bit of history about the Big J. As the war was coming to an end in the Pacific, the Big J was supposed to be the ship upon which the Japanese would surrender. But in the meantime, President Roosevelt passed away and Harry Truman became president. And of course, Harry Truman was from the state of Missouri. And there also happened to be a battleship known as the USS Battleship Missouri. So guess which one was selected for the Japanese to surrender on? It was the Missouri, not the Big J, New Jersey. Just a little bit of history there. Are you ready to join us?
I sure
Would you
am.
like to We'd love to have you with us.
It's been a pleasure to meet you and hear your songs and story.
Yes, thank you. We're going to do a little Stephen Foster number
Great.
as a closeout. And I think, you know, if you want to pop in, start in C, and then go to D.
I'll follow you.
Okay.
Take it away.
And thank you very much for having us. Let me just say that before
Our
we
pleasure.
get out of here. We really appreciate coming up, Ralph. And
I
being
appreciate
with
you making
and
the
all
trip.
All your viewers. Okay, Joe.